Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here. Now, if you were watching yesterday, you'll know that I had two guests on, Patrick Henningsen on Assange, Syria, foreign policy, and freedom of the press. And then we also had on Shepard Ambellis from IntelliHub, who has been doing a ton of really great work, in my opinion, overall throughout the years. And that's why I made Shade the Motion Picture with him. Now, that doesn't mean that Shepard is right all the time or we share the same viewpoints. However, Shepard had also been covering this coronavirus thing from the very beginning. And the thing is that some of these things are now coming to fruition. You know, in the very beginning, it was very doubtful that it would even make its way to the United States in many people's minds, right? And now we're not only seeing it in the United States, but it's pretty clear to me that they fudged the numbers, and I'll show you that in a minute, in the sense of underreporting. So, guys, if you know this, check it out. 3 weeks ago, I did, what can we actually believe? I showed some of these videos. Last Messages has them up. And then 2 weeks ago, I began covering it more because it was getting more and more concerning to me. Okay? And basically what I didn't like what I was seeing is that people were actually being quarantined. Now, we're going to take all your questions, your comments. We're going to hash this out. This is the coronavirus broadcast. But first, we're going to go through a lot of the confirmed things. Now, in one of those broadcasts, I actually played audio, which 100% seemed genuine to me, of someone calling in and saying they had already had positive tests in New York for coronavirus. Now, I received more information yesterday from somebody else that said people have tested positive for it in Oregon, and they're just not reporting it yet. So we'll see in the next couple days. Rob Janot, small but real, buddy. Thank you. We appreciate all the super chats. We always take all the super chats as well, but get the questions in now because you know how this rolls. Okay, and we got a lot of news to go over before we even get to the questions. So, Oregon. Now, I'm going to read something verbatim from somebody that posted this on their Facebook wall. And, it's on Facebook, Jason. No, this is somebody who actually I spent some time with, a friend of mine from Europe. She lives in the UK. And when I saw her post this, I'll be honest, it was pretty disturbing to me. I'm going to read you verbatim what it says. Wasn't expecting to hear this morning, that a lady in Northwood just lost her 32-year-old healthy cousin in Iran to the coronavirus. So Northwood is, obviously in the United Kingdom. This lady is inconsolable, obviously. I don't trust the Chinese government one bit. She basically speculates a little bit more on this mass quarantine, okay? She has no reason to lie. And if this is a 32-year-old that's healthy, the question now becomes to me, because I watched interviews with people that have been quarantined, have supposedly tested positive for COVID-19, seem like they're going to be fine. But are we dealing with two different things? Is the COVID-19 this novel coronavirus, because we know coronavirus strains have been around forever, the cover for something completely different, okay? And I don't know at this point, but let's talk about what's going on in the news right now, okay? We're going to break this down, then we're going to go back to you guys. Remember, we will take all super chats, and I will go in order as I always do, so bear with me. So, the New York State Stock Exchange could close trading floor in coronavirus contingency. All right, this is local Fox News today, New York. So not really local. When I say local, I mean right by the New York Stock Exchange. Now, they're already talking about how they're game planning no human beings, but then no automated trading on the floor. If that's the case, I promise you, they also have the contingency plan set up this week if they have to shut down the entire stock exchange. That's what this really means. These are soft lets, all right? And I'm sorry, maybe I'm wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, but I truly believe that Monday, tomorrow, we're going to see a huge dip in the stock market. There may be some ebbs and flows, but overall, I don't see it recovering from what it's done Thursday and Friday. I'm just going to be honest with you. Maybe I'm wrong. We already, with what happened in Washington, and we're about to get to that, have shelves clearing. And one of the posts that I made, we'll get to it in a second, one of the posts that I made was what Costco looked like outside of these places. Okay, you got to understand, fear is the biggest part of this. I'm not that worried about the actual inherent virus, because it doesn't seem, I don't agree with Shepard that it has 100% infection rate. That doesn't ring true to me. Okay, that's just not stuff that I'm buying into. Hold on, it was a Facebook post, guys. I don't love sharing my Facebook stuff because I don't want other people to get in there and be upset that something got posted. All right, so here we go. There it is. I think that this is going to be fine. We'll bring this one right over. Okay, so here you go. Take a look, guys. This is what it looked like outside of Washington's Costco. It's like Black Friday already. So let me warn you. Let's say I'm right about Oregon or New York. As soon as they report their first death, or even that the stock market starts to tumble, this is what shelves are going to look like. All right, this isn't fake news. This is what's happening from the panic. And I told people a few days ago, now's the time to go get some canned goods, because at the very least, I think that you're going to see a lot of price gouging. All right? Take a look at this. This is reality, man. People getting that beer. So there you go there. All right. Let's start making it our way down. All right. Washington declares state of emergency with first coronavirus death. Right? Obviously important, but we have to understand that Italy probably is downplaying this as well. Now, again, they're saying it's the elderly, it's preconditions. I'm not convinced one way or the other. I watched this. I'm sure a lot of you did watch this. Yes, travel restrictions are good. Absolutely. But Trump did not look himself. Okay? And I didn't buy it when the little guy was like, I've never been gagged. We were regrouping. This administration can still lie, folks, even if you're on the Trump train, especially about something like this. Because if I'm right and they had cases 2-3 weeks ago, they're downplaying this thing big. Because again, coronavirus, common cold. Okay, that's what it's generationally been known as. This right here, first death, and then how it went down. Okay, we'll get to the outbreak in the nursing home in a while, but if you look at it, I mean, we already have 25 firefighters and 2 police officers quarantined, right? In response to this as of yesterday. A lot going on. A lot. Now, I want to talk about this simulation, okay? Because, yes, it is the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And it is suspect to me that this guy's saying it could be the once-in-a-century pathogen. All right? Even if it has a 1 or 2% kill rate, that's pretty bad, guys. I mean, how many people are going to contract this? Okay? So let's continue on. This is the tip of the iceberg. Health officials warn. I absolutely believe this. In fact, I got to tell you right now, if you've got, on top of, now would be the time to just get a couple $100 in canned goods just in case, protect yourself from the price gouging at the very least. But if you've got a loved one in a nursing home and you actually care about that person, you haven't just forgot about them and drifted them away, get them to your home now. Get them to your home now. Because obviously that's going to be the next big breakout zones, these throughout the country. All right? And they're going to have a lot higher mortality rates, in my opinion. All right? We're going to get to the questions in a bit. We got more to do. This is scary to me. Stunning NASA images show how the drop in pollution over China and amid coronavirus outbreak. Look at that. Look at that. That shows you how much human activity is no longer taking place in a nation of 1.2 billion people. That should be alarming. That should be alarming. It's alarming to me. Thumbs this video up, subscribe, and share if you're new, guys. I wanted to show you this because now we're really going to say that the tip of the iceberg is the fact that we've offshored so much that as soon as you can't Amazon.com or Walmart it, things are going to change. And the market, I don't know how it recovers. I mean, this could be a huge scoop up for the predator class. Literally, dumping at some point, making people panic, having everybody dump, and then buying up the remnants afterwards. That's a real possibility here. All right? Warning people about that as well. I hope I'm wrong. And I hope people that watched yesterday's broadcast with Shepard understand that I did challenge him on a lot. I didn't say, I agree. I let the man speak because I think IntelliHub.com has some of the most raw stuff you can go see and make your own decision. I'm not about fear porn. That's not what this broadcast is about and never will be, by the way. So let's continue here. First coronavirus deaths reported in U.S., Thailand, and Australia. So now we've got Australia, Thailand, South Korea. All right? We have 2 more cases reporting in Washington State and in the Dominican Republic. This is beyond, of course, the person that died. This is beyond what we saw in some of these outbreaks. And again, we'll see what happens on Monday, and we'll see what the CDC says. Now, here's probably the scariest part. That coinciding with this are military exercises in which who's the enemy? You're the enemy. And I've been against these drills for a long time, and we had one of them last year out by Cooperstown where factions were fighting the government. I hope that you soldiers out there, and if you want to be a real conspiracy theorist about it, what if, one of the reasons that we're cutting this quick quid pro quo deal with the Taliban, which I'm for a troop drawdown. I want a ceasefire. I think these are good things. But doesn't it benefit us if we need combat troops here to fight American people? That's a scary thought. It is. And I'm not saying that's what's going on, but if you've got combat troops that have been overseas for a long time, how much, they'll be quick to transition here. They'll just be happy to be home, especially if they really believe that this virus is the enemy. Let's take a look here. So, we got a lot of raw footage going on, but you see this, right? Take a look. Who's the enemy now? Okay. Military drills against U.S. citizens. That's what you were watching here. This isn't worrisome to other people that this is happening in Charlotte right now? Because they got the weapons, man. I would pray if you were let me just pause this for a moment. I would pray and hope that you understand, even if you're taking part in these drills, how wrong this is. Are you watching this? Hello? Bueller. People need to take note. Because that's really not, that's something I had no idea about. Guess who told it to me yesterday? It was Shepard. That's something we should know, right, guys? So I'm sure it's going to jump 1,000 times. I'm sorry if I've missed any of your super chats. In fact, I'm going to check right now and see if I missed any other super chats other than one. Nope, we've only got that one. So it's going to be probably full board here. Let's see, we're going. We're going to take all your questions in a row. Here we go. Bam. Oh, there's the jump. Knew that was going to happen. Okay. All right. One of Shep's comments yesterday, do you agree, disagree with? Well, I talked about the economy, and that was my biggest fear, and then fear running rampant, and then, some type of, us having to use these canned goods because there might be military on the streets. I don't like drills where United States citizens are the enemy, like you just saw. Did that not upset anybody else? We might have to play that again. Okay, thumbs this video up, subscribe, and share. Did you see any info on Google Maps involving the biolab apparently used the way back? You can see it. Yeah, no, I know about the biolab. That was absolutely there. And there was another big story, man, that I'm totally forgetting. Oh yeah, there was a Military Times. Let's find that right now, because before we even do this, a Military Times article. You know what? I'm sorry, guys. Or Military something or other article that was really interesting. It showed that Saudi Arabia and China were under investigation for like infiltrating Harvard and Yale. Yes, there it is right here. And it looked like a $375 million secret funding. American Military News. All right. Now, this is interesting to me. Will not disable my ad blocker. This is interesting to me because Saudi Arabia hasn't said they've had any cases of it. Okay? And Shepard and I also talked about the Harvard professor that was arrested. There's a lot going on, okay? And it is being held hush-hush. And espionage does exist. And I'm not saying I have any kind of real answers, guys. I'm just showing you what's out there. Sup, Burmis? Greetings, everyone. Small but real. I do appreciate that, guys. And by the way, before we really get going, might as well do this as well. I want to thank everybody for supporting my GoFundMe last month. That's how we went to D.C. That's how we confronted Alex Jones. That's how we talked to InfoWars. That's how we sat down with Lee Stranahan. That's how we took action for Assange in front of the prison where Chelsea Manning is still being held out in front of the White House, down in D.C. So thank you guys so much. I can't thank you enough, really. And I'm hoping that, Kevin Kinney. You know what, Kevin Kinney? Are you the guy that I didn't thank? And Kim Brady, thank you for those super chats so much. Didn't thank for the Burmis Brigade Media Month 7 donation of $500. I think that was you. And I didn't see that because it wasn't on the month 8. And that's why I keep each one up an extra month just in case something like that happens, because those are the links that are in the, I don't switch out all my links in videos after the fact. So let's get back into it. And who's going to be that first donation? Who really likes independent media? Hopefully we're going to do big things this month. Who knows what's happening this month? There's a lot of frightening things happening this month, and maybe there's something we need to cover. So you guys let me know in the comment section what needs to get covered. Let's see. The fact that we know nothing is the scary bit. You can't trust the numbers, and that's scary enough. It's true. It's true. And the regular flu is like up 60% in the United States. Who's to say, again, who's to say maybe it's the same thing, and maybe certain genetic types or preconditions or people with current conditions are more predisposed to have something terrible happen to them. I don't know. And I'm not trying to freak people out, but I'm also saying have a plan and realize that people will panic if they lose their money, if they can't travel outside their home, if they don't have any food, okay? You are a great researcher. I see a lot of bias from you, but you're a great researcher. Hey, man, I don't know where my biases are. You let me know. That's the other thing about this channel. Guess what? I want people to come on with opposing opinions. I want to have a conversation with those people because it's important. Because I'm not right all the time, okay? And none of us are. And you know what? I was supposed to have Angelo John Gage on a couple days ago, and it looks like we're going to have him on Monday, and that's locked in. I think it's at noon tomorrow. So, there's somebody I don't agree with on everything. I haven't even seen all of his videos, but I know that we share different viewpoints, and that's okay. We're trying to hone in what's really going on here for us, the people, not for the billionaires. How many billionaires you think are going to catch COVID-19? Huh? How many big-time promoters of eugenics you think are going to catch COVID-19? I'm not holding my breath, okay? If it isn't bad, why are they locking down cities? Good evening from Leeds. I don't know what this is. This could be a precursor to a larger martial law type takeover, okay? Small but real, that's what she said. Yes, I can be immature. Yes, Steve Cromwell, I guess you can. Canadian truther. Yeah, forget about your paper mats. This trash. This virus is just an excuse to crash the economy, bring in a new era. I mean, this could be it. That's a possibility. Again, people are going to have their own opinions. Like James Corbett, who I'm trying to get on my program to talk about this, none of us really know at this point. I would take a huge guess that there are a lot of very powerful people that don't really know what's going on right now, okay? That information is scarce and hard to come by, and there's plenty of disinfo out there. Let's see, at Rick Kerr, how are things in England? Any serious incident of coronavirus or mostly all safe and sound? I worry with all those immigrants there. Listen, guys, I saw some pretty racist posts about immigrants. I got news for you. This country right here, all the Purell in the world isn't going to fucking matter because our immune systems are shot. Think about the obesity rate in this country. All right, what do you think the number one killers are? It's like heart disease, guys. And this is supposed to attack your heart. So you can fucking throw your immigrant rhetoric all over the place, but I got a good feeling that the people in South America's immune systems are probably a lot stronger than a lot of people here. Okay? With all these pre-existing conditions. And those people on all sorts of medications at the same time. We got another super chat we're jumping to. Appreciate all you do. Peace to you and karma. Stay safe. Thank you, Jasmine. We appreciate you. So you got to get that. You got to get that out of your head. Now, don't get me wrong. If there is a breakout somewhere in South America, in Mexico, in a third world type city or ghetto, you will have rushes on the border. But guys, if you've never been to that area of Texas or California, it is vast and large. Vast and large. Putting that out there. So don't feed into that fear-mongering. Let's keep going. How convenient that we don't have info out of China. That's, again, one of the scariest aspects from the very beginning of this is that the info out of China is non-existent. Again, you could say what you want about Shepard, and I don't agree with a lot of what he had to say. But he put me on to the fact that, these military exercises are taking place and they are real and they are in the Charlotte Observer and it did happen and it is low key and it is against American citizens at checkpoints and people are being randomly searched for weapons and they got people, armed. This is scary. This is scary. Unconventional warfare. All right, we're going to pause it because I know most of you saw of it, but we're going to come back to it periodically for all the newbies. Thumbs this up. Please subscribe to the channel. Please sub. This is the first month we've lost subscribers. Maybe 40,000 is the most YouTube's going to give me. But I got to tell you, this is an important story we're going to keep up on, obviously. Obviously. Can you imagine the internet goes down, you don't have your Netflix? Can you imagine what you will have is you'll have your phone, and that'll be the internet access until that gets locked down for some reason because people can't show up to work. That could be scary. That could be scary. Thanks. It's Bill Gates, man. Bill Gates, yeah. I wonder if Bill Gates and his family will be infected. You've been wrong before, Jason. You're damn right I have. I've been wrong before. I admit it every time because there's no way to be right all the time. I've read that they have quarantined some people in New Jersey now. I wouldn't doubt it. They already had the people in Nassau County. And that's the big thing. If this is as asymptomatic and dormant, right? Spring break's coming up for most people in the next couple weeks in March. And then St. Patrick's Day, where everybody's going to be out in parades and forget about it, the college cruise. I mean, you know what the debauchery is like on St. Patrick's Day. Are they even going to let kids back in? Are college towns like mine going to shut down because they don't want to have classes? Because there is an outbreak somewhere in upstate New York? Somewhere in, somewhere in the city? Somewhere in Long Island? Say, keep your immune system up. Do push-ups in the morning. I'm starting to. Yes, count on everything being blamed on this, real or fake. Exactly. Que bueno. Well, let's see who survives it. We don't really know who's going to benefit. Can anybody tell me who's going to come out on top? Like I said, I don't think there's going to be any billionaires or eugenicists sweating this one, guys. I think the military-industrial complex is going to be just fine and in place so that no matter how bad this tragedy is, and if it does get bad, They just go right into the drills they have here, into, unconventional warfare on the streets of America. That's a U.S. parking lot. Oh. Is anyone else concerned? Is anyone else concerned? Bueller? Bueller? Anybody? Anybody? Let's continue on. I see it as fear-mongering. Myself, more die on the common flu, which is a lot detrimental to humans' health. It's a flu virus. Free the weed. I don't know what that means. See Spiro's video with Professor Boyle, U.S. biowarfare account author. Studies confirm coronavirus weaponized. I'm having a hard time believing that this isn't some kind of, biomedical created virus, right? I mean, does anybody really think this just that Bill Gates is right? That's the once in 100-year pathogen. I find that very hard to believe. I really do. I really, really, really do. Especially with the rapidness in which it's spread around the world. It honestly makes me believe that although it may have been used first in China, it was probably used throughout the world. Spread purposely. How about that for a conspiracy theory? All right. Bill Gates connection deep dive. I don't know. We could do that. There's a lot. Let's see. Get well versed in the WIM HOF method, ladies and gents. Okay. Anyone saying it's not that bad, wake up. It is. Damn, folks, getting on my nerves. Take care of you and your fams. Prepare your homes. Get preps. Listen, the worst thing that can happen, again, if you just go and spend a couple $100s today, is you save yourself from price gouging and you're prepared for the next month to feed your family in case. I mean, that food doesn't go bad. Okay? I got about 20 jugs of water, 20 gallons of water just in case. Just in case. I work with the public in Colorado. So many people are sick. I had the virus in November, turned into bronchitis. Interesting. Yes, at Ricker, the common flu is far more deadly each year globally. Bill Gates, what? I don't know what that means, but okay. We'll allow it. Coronavirus was 100% bioengineered too. It has components of AIDS and Ebola. I don't know that. I don't know that. Brett Garside, there's some funniness. Very true. Don't invest while it's tanking. It's not hit any kind of bottom yet. That would be crazy. That's right. I do believe it hasn't hit any bottom. The death rate is laughably low. The reported death rate is laughably low. But again, if the Iran strain is somehow different, like it's curious to me that Iran gets it before any other part of the Middle East. Maybe they're just better at suppressing information? I don't know. Hi, Jason from Scotland. See Spiro's video with Professor Boyle, U.S. biowarfare. Listen, we don't spam my page. That's something we don't do. We'll get to it. You got it? We block spammers here. Stop the fear and panic. Do people forget? Lots of deaths every day from many different things. Agreed. I'm not telling you to be afraid of the virus itself. Let me explain that. I think the vast majority of us out here are going to be A-okay. But they will politicize those deaths, and people panic, and people fear. And it's already going to affect our economy, whether it had come here or not, because of what happened in China. That's why I show. Let's make it very clear. Very, very clear. We have offshored almost everything to China. Okay? When that is the activity, okay, that is the activity just January 1st to the 20th, less than a month later, into a month later. And that's what it looks like now. That is alarming. That will affect the economy 1,000%. People freaking out about deaths like I showed you in the beginning of this broadcast. And clearing shelves at Costco. That is going to affect the economy. It's going to affect if they declare that they should just have a contingency plan and close the trading floor, that will have an effect on the economy. And an effect on the economy is an effect on our lives. That's the real fear. People freaking out. Valentine, true. Let's see. My wife is in a Chinese Sharpie group and says they're killing dogs over there. Here, Chinese friends keep their dogs inside 24/7. Ugh. Come on, Jason, you're grasping at straws with your argument. The crypto ginger, I don't know what argument you're talking about, okay? Trump's not saving us, folks. Hello from Canada. More people die from drinking Corona. Also true. Also true. But a Corona is delicious. Novel coronavirus equals SARS and HIV. Again, you got to show me real evidence of that. Wonder if this connected with the Harvard chemists who were spying for China. Also interesting, especially when you saw the Saudi Arabia China connection into Yale and Harvard being investigated. Let's see. Get ready to buy up those lower price shares. Yeah, you can probably get that. That's probably going to happen no matter what. Wait until the Hajj hits in Saudi Arabia. People from all over the world go there. It's a third world wave. I don't know what that means either. We'll see. Everyone over 35 is classed as having some kind of pre-existing medical condition. You're probably right about that, Phil Hampson, but I don't know that for sure. We don't read emojis here. Evil Foundation. The underlying financial problems and systematic risks of the economy are far more important right now. Agreed. Man-made. Me thinks much bigger plan in place. It's real. I was in Seattle Costco yesterday, slammed with shoppers and very chaotic. This sort of shit worries me more than the virus. Exactly. Thumbs this video up, subscribe, and share. But again, what's even more worrisome is if things get out of control, all right, they are running unconventional warfare exercises of them versus the people in U.S. cities. This is happening in North Carolina, in Charlotte. This should frighten people a lot. A lot. That's why we played it a couple times. It should be concerning. And again, they're not fighting terrorists. They're fighting guys in trucks wearing flannels. Oh, the Crypto Ginger says fear porn is real. Something says the Crypto Ginger is one of the trolls that doesn't like this channel. But who knows? We don't know how it will mutate in the wild yet. No, we don't. But I doubt that whoever, because I believe it to be a bioengineered, whoever released it would release it thinking that that was an actual possibility. This is not the flu. And those saying that don't know what the H they are talking about. It's a bio weapon, 100% proven. It has HIV in it in 4 different spots, and it's killing 15% of the people getting it. You're throwing up a lot of assumptions. What are you talking about? Everything that I say and I'm predicting over the next week, I put out there as I think. All right? I'm showing you plenty of evidence. Fear porn is the new conspiracy theory. I've never been fear porn. Sorry, not me. Seattle here. Well, just moved from Lake City, right next to Kirkland, to the coast recently. Woo, man, that crazy middle school ran us out of town just in time. Everything happens for a reason, so not there. Steve Cromwell loves fear porn. It's funny that they tried to censor that. Some new S&M stuff. I was 5 minutes from there. Okay, Valentine. Jason is going to start promoting the Patriot Supplies website now. So the Crypto Ginger is a troll. We'll see how trolly he gets before we block him. I didn't promote anything other than going to get soup for between $1 and $1.50 a can now before it's either gone or it gets price gouged to $5 a can. You fucking retard. How about that? How about that? Because you're thinking like an invalid if you don't have a plan. Maybe you don't care about your family, or you don't have one, or nobody loves you. Maybe this is what you do all day is troll somebody's YouTube page if they're live. But I have things that I'm concerned with. I have a family to take care of. Most of the people watching, they also do. So thanks. Well, yes, Jason Burmis, the elderly are most at risk every winter for a variety of illnesses. Absolutely. But if you're in an elderly home, right? If If you're in a home now and there's an outbreak of the flu, they don't fucking quarantine you. And right now they may quarantine you. So if you, again, have a loved one in a home that you've put there, now's the time to get them out for a little while and have them take a break at your house, unless you want the possibility of an outbreak of that, which you will be quarantined. Maybe I'm kooky. Flu deaths up 65% in the new year. CDC, yeah, I saw that. We said that in the beginning. Surely you've all heard the term fear porn by now, yes. Let's see. Hi, come it to be hitting American enemies the hardest, Iran and China. More thumbs up, guys. Jason, that NASA pic is fake. Watch the weather guy on YouTube. There is still pollution over Wuhan. Okay, I guess I'll have to see that. Someone want to post the picture or send it to me? I would more than be happy to check out that. A lot of people are excited by this fear porn. Life would be boring without a little challenge. See, I don't need this for my life to not be boring. Steve Cromwell, thank you so much for that super chat. What do we got over here? Professor C. Wim Hof, check him out. Physical exercise and breathing techniques to fight off autoimmune disease and illness. Okay, interesting. Again, now's the time to do the push-ups in the morning. Now's the time to start eating a little bit better. Nothing wrong with having your immune system strong if, in fact, there is some kind of health risk, right? Oh, and what's the worst? You get a little better in shape? Oh, it'd be terrible. Be terrible. If young and healthy, you will be fine. Be aware not to infect others when you are sick or have mild symptoms, even if you do not know what a virus you have. Get extra food for all of our sakes. Lynette, again, the thing that worries me is that post about the cousin in Iran from Northwood out in the UK, and that was a 32-year-old healthy person. I'm 40. I feel healthy. I feel strong like a bull. But, I don't trust the CDC. A lot of people are excited. Jason, stay safe, brother. Italy isn't our enemy. I agree. Italy is not our enemy. Sandra, exactly. It is going to get bad. Bill ain't gonna beat Super Soldier, is he? Bill ain't gonna beat Super Soldiers, is he? Like 4 million of them UK tell you we're angry. I don't know what that means. And we bought it would be 2030. It's now, people. We thought it would be 2030. I don't make predictions like that anyway. This is fear porn, Jason. No, it's not, you idiot. Just wait, everyone. Here is going to see just how bad it is. The U.S. will look like China. Just wait and see. I don't know that that's going to be the case. We're armed. I just don't see U.S. soldiers, no matter how many times they train to round U.S. citizens up, right? No matter how many times, guys, they train to do this, and I don't like them training to do this, have checkpoints, draw guns, say they don't have ID, taking that out, going after people in trucks. I don't think they're going to go. I pray to God they wouldn't. I pray to God our brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers would not do that. Okay? Let's see. The last time I trusted the sea was never. Fear, porn, and conspiracy theory, both coined by the CIA. Bum, 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 bum. UK 35. There's a lot of sulfur dioxide in the air over China causes by excessive cremation. I have seen that. That's a possibility. I don't know that that's true either, but the sulfur dioxide part is true. But Graham likes her sponge baths. Check out Bill Gates. He's involved with the creation of the virus and also Bonds, fear porn. That's a new one. Not really. 2,800 deaths out of 1.4 billion Chinese. Probably more fatalities from cars. Even if it was 28,000, that would be extremely frightening. Okay? But let's see what happens when people aren't under quarantine anymore. I'm curious. When does that happen? When does that happen in China? Does it happen? Ever heard of natural remedies to cure the virus? I mean, there's natural remedies out there that people recommend. I'm not a doctor. You can check them out yourselves. Bill Gates is smoking big. Fear porn is real. People get off from being in a state of anxiety. It's weird. That is weird. People do love drama, but I don't want no types of drama with no baby mama. The crypto, then why you here? Because troll's going to be trolling. Yep. The USA had months to prepare an advanced warning. Our population is much more spread out, and not many travel internationally. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. People work in airports. People work in train stations, bus stations. People travel. And they travel a lot within the country, okay? So I don't buy that either. CIA probably dumped it in on China. Who knows? I'm not allowed to be here now because you asked. Oh, he's the crypto ginger. Loves the attention he gets from being a douchebag. Yes, agree, Stephen. Taliban is going to attack China Western region. They're moving the troops to prepare for the Iran conflict. That's a very big possibility. Anthony Ferrucci and Robert Kardec were at the CFR last week to work it out. Just got done watching it. Interesting, Kevin Kenny. So you're talking about the Iran push or the Afghanistan withdrawal, or maybe a little bit of both. Stephen, I have enough of life to deal with. I don't get off on this. I hear you there. Oh, we got another one? We got another one. Stephen Chase says, you're the man, Jason. Hate is going to hate. Keep it up. Could there really be a possible connection with 5G like some are saying? Let me say this about 5G, radio waves, whatever. TruthStream Media has done some of the best work out there that indeed those type of radio waves, whether it be 5G or others, have been weaponized by not only the CIA, but foreign governments such as Russia as well. It is up to you to decide how effective those programs or how vast they are, because I don't know. I don't have the documents on those particular issues. I think that anything's possible, but we need to, again, I'm more concerned about the hysteria. We have to keep level heads about this, okay? Level heads. Nick Waite says, any relevance in the U.S. Taliban peace deal succeeding yesterday right as COVID-19 is ramping up in the U.S.? Never let a good crisis go to waste. Nick, if you've been watching, I just mentioned the fact that it is kind of convenient that drawdown could be happening when we're running military drills in U.S. cities such as Charlotte, North Carolina, in which they're searching American citizens, and it's not, that's, guys, just so everybody knows, that's not the Taliban in that truck. That's not who that is. So if you take 12,000 combat troops and you bring them back to the United States, that goes a long way in a place like Missouri or Kentucky or Mississippi or South Carolina or North Carolina or Washington State. It's better than none. And you're bringing back actual combat troops that have been trained to do this type of thing. Meanwhile, you're training troops that are in the United States to do this type of thing. Who do you think is going to be bossing who around in the beginning? Probably the people that have already had real combat experiences and may have already taken lives. Pointing that out. I don't want to be right about this stuff. I want to wake up tomorrow and the economy's booming again. There isn't any fear. That there aren't empty shelves, and that the outbreak is not really a thing. Let's keep going. Domestic, sorry, Stephen. Hi, Jason. China not sending out real numbers. I believe that as well. Edible iodine kills virus, bacteria, yeast. Taking iodine every day. Colloidal silver. OMGs. Wow. FEMA camps. I'm damn sure concerned mother believe that. Anyone who thinks this is coronavirus. Jason Burmis. Bill Barr is still a part of the Iran-Arkansas drug country. Would you do a documentary on it? Listen, documentaries are tough. I mean, I'd love to do, I'm still going to do this Conor McGregor one. I got to do it before any kind of Gaethje fight is really up and running and promos and press. But they're so hard to do. 80 to 90 minute documentaries are so difficult, especially when you're the one-man show. I want to do more, and that's not a bad subject to do it on. But who knows? The guys in the pickup look like Taliban style. That is so wrong. Let's see. I don't know that they're cremating 3,000 to 5,000 bodies a day in China. Again, you got to show me that evidence. Okay? Oh, wow, that just did a huge jump, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Wow. Did I miss any of these though? If I missed any super chats, I'm sorry, because we're going to wrap it up here, guys. Guys, again, I do this with your support. I'm still haven't been able to go around the country, but I was able to go to DC. So please support me. $5, $10, $15. It means the world to me. It's how we bring real media here. We bring you guys in. We can look at all the evidence. I'm not some kind of corporate shill. For $9.99 a month, you get 5 bonus videos a week over at Rockfin, a platform that has not censored me and lets me say Erica Caramello Bar, the whistleblower's real name, without being censored. So if you want to support me there, that also helps out. Make sure to endorse Jason Bermas because you get everybody's content. It's like a Netflix for creators. Again, we've been covering this now for 3 weeks, and I think it's gotten worse and worse. Make sure you're thumbing this video up, subscribing. I'd love to hit 40K, but if this is it, Bermas Brigade, if this is all we got to let the rest of the world know. You know, I think we had a big week last week. Alex Jones, Rob Dew, Lee Stranahan, Patrick Howley. I'm going to be posting more of that conference. We've already posted Bill Binney's assistant and so much more. John Angelo Gage tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you all on the flip side.